Hi, hello, welcome to Swati Sharing Knowledge. இன்னைக்கு நம்ம இந்த வீடியோல கிளாஸ் 8 crop production and management பார்க்கலாம். Pehli and Bujo went to their uncle's house during summer vacation, and their uncle is a farmer, and they both saw some tools which are used for farming, and they are wonder how to use these tools and why and where. So they just started to recall all they have learned previously. They started the discussion that we know all living organisms require food. Likewise, plant can make their own food by themselves. Animals, including human, cannot make their own food. So where do animals and human get foods? So they started thinking that why we need food. Why should we eat food? So we already learned about this in our previous classes. So food is essential to do various functions such as digestion, respiration, excretion. Food is utilized by organisms for carrying out their various body functions. Pahili said, we all need food. How can we provide food to a large number of people in our country? Food has to be produced in a large scale. So, in this topic, we are going to discuss all the questions about crop production and management. Introduction. All living organisms require food. The energy from food is utilized by an organism for carrying out its various life processing such as digestion, respiration and secretion. Plants can make their own food themselves, but animals including human cannot. We get our food from plants or animal or both. Let's discuss about crops. What are crops? When plants of the same kind are cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is called a crop. For example, crop of wheat means that all the plants are grown in a field or that of wheat. So this is said to be crop. You already know that crops are of different types like cereals, vegetables and fruits. India is a vast country. The climatic condition like temperature, humidity and rainfall vary from one region to another accordingly. There is a rich variety of crop grown in different parts of the country. So, here two cropping patterns can be identified. They are Kharif crops and Rabi crops. Let's discuss about Kharif crops. The crop which are sown in the rainy season are called Kharif crops. The rainy season in India is generally from June to September. Paddy, maize, soya beans, groundnut and cotton are Kharif crops. Then what about Rabi crops? Yes, the Rabi crops grown in the winter season, October to March, are called Rabi crops. Example, Rabi crops are wheat, gram, mustard, etc. Some of the pulses and vegetables are grown during summer season at many places. So this is the basic knowledge about crops. Let us discuss about basic practice of crop production. So first step is preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizer, irrigation, protecting from weeds, harvesting, storage. So let us discuss about preparation of soil. One of the most important tasks in agriculture is to turn the soil, loosen it. This allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. The loosened soil allows the roots to breathe easily even when they go deep into the soil. The loosed soil helps in the growth of earthworm and microbes present in the soil. These organisms are friend of farmers since they further turn and loosen the soil and add humus to it. The process of loosening and turning of the soil is called tilling or ploughing. This is done by using a plough. This is being used since ancient time of tilling the soil, adding fertilizers to the crop, removing the weeds and turning the soil. This is made of wood and is drawn by a pair of bulls or other animals, horses and camels. Hoe. Hoe is a simple tool which is used for removing weeds and for loosening the soil. It has a long rod of wooden or iron. A strong, broad and bent plate of iron is fixed to one of its end and work like a blade. It is pulled by animals. Cultivator. Nowadays, ploughing is done by tractor driven cultivators. The use of cultivators saves labor and time, and this is used in this modern period. Sowing. Sowing is the most important part of the crop production. Before sowing, good quality seeds are selected. Farmers prefer to use seeds which gives a high yield. Traditional tools. The tools used traditionally for sowing seeds is shaped like a funnels. The seeds are filled into the funnels, passed down through two or three pipes having sharp end. These ends pierce into the soil and place seeds there. Spade drill. The spade drill is used for sowing with the help of tractors. This tool sows the seeds uniformly at proper distance and depth. It ensures that seeds get covered by the soil after sowing. This prevents damage caused by birds. Sowing by using a seed drill saves time and labor. It is important to maintain the distance to avoid overcrowding of plants to ensure proper nutrients, sufficient sunlight and water. The next process is adding manure and fertilizer. The substance which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients for the healthy growth of plants are called manure and fertilizers. Continuous growth of crops make the soil poorer in certain nutrients. Therefore, farmers have to add manure to the field to replenish the soil with nutrients. This process is called manuring. Improper or insufficient manuring result in weak plants. The farmer dump and plants and animal waste in pits at open places and allow it to decompose. This decomposition is caused by some microorganisms. The decomposed matter is used as organic manure. The fertilizer or chemical substance which are rich in particular nutrients, fertilizer are produced in factories. Some examples of fertilizer are urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, potash, NPK. That means nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. But excessive use of fertilizers have made the soil less fertile. The fertilizer have also become a source of water pollution. Another method of replenishing the soil with nutrients is through crop rotation. So, advantage of manure. The organic manure is considered better than fertilizer. It enhances the water holding capacity of the soil. So, it maintains the soil humidity. It makes the soil porous due to which exchange of gases because becomes easy. It increases the number of friendly microbes. It improves the texture of the soil. So these are the some of the advantage of manures. Let's discuss about the next process, irrigation. So what is irrigation? The supply of water to the crops at different interval is called irrigation. The time and frequency of irrigation varies from crops to crops, soil to soil and season to season. To maintain the moisture of the soil for healthy crop growth, fields have to be watered regularly. Water also protects the crop from both frost and hot air currents. Sources of irrigation. The sources of irrigation are wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, rivers, dams and canals. Let us discuss about the traditional system. These methods are cheaper but less efficient. The various traditional ways are moat, chain pump, etc. The modern method of irrigation helps us to use water economically. The main method used for modern method of irrigation is sprinkler system, drip system. Let's discuss about protection from weeds. In a field, many other undesirable plants may grow naturally along with these crops. These undesirable plants are called weeds. The removal of weed is called weeding. Weeding is necessary since weeds compete with the crop plant for water. nutrients, space, and lights. The best time for the removal of weed is before they produce flowers and seeds. Weeds are also controlled by using certain chemicals called weedicides, like 4D. They are sprayed in the fields to kill the weeds. They do not damage the crops. The weedicides are diluted with water to extent required and spray in the field with a sprayer. And the final step is harvesting. The cutting of crop after it is matured is called harvesting. In harvesting, crops are pulled out or cut closely to the ground. It is usually take 3 to 4 months for cereals crop to mature. Harvesting in our country is either done manually by sickle or by a machine called harvester. In the harvested crops, the grain seeds needs to be separated from the chaff. This process is called threshing. This is carried out with the help of a machine called combine, which is in fact a combined harvester and thresher. Farmers with a small holding of land to do the separation of grains and chaff by winnowing. The next we are going to discuss about storage. Storage of produce is an important task. Before storing them, the grains are properly dried in the sun to reduce the moisture in them. This prevents the attack by insect, bacteria and fungi. Farmers store grains in jute bags or metallic bins. However, large-scale storage of grain is done in a soil and grainers. Silos and granaries is used to protect them from pests like rats and insects. Dried neem leaf are used for storing food grains at home. For storing large quantities of grains in big godowns, specific chemical treatment are required to protect them from the pests and microorganisms. Animal husbandry is that animals should be provided with proper food, shelter and care. When this is done on a large scale, it is called animal husbandry. Fish is good for health. We get cod liver oil from fish, which is rich in vitamin D. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos.